I'm back. Road Rants on Star Wars. If you like this video, you know what to do. Okay, so the box office, week 4, The Rise of Skywalker, has tanked. It has dropped off a cliff. Look, it's way behind The Last Jedi now. 16%, it's not happening. I made a video 2 weeks ago. It was literally 1.5% behind The Last Jedi at the box office. Not no more. It's 16% behind. It's got no hopes of catching it. Worldwide, domestically, none of it. Now, 1917 knocked it out of first place. It's going to make 32 to 34 million according to Deadline. By the way, I hear it's a fantastic film. 19K Fox, I believe, has a review up on it, but don't quote me on that. So, now we're looking at Rogue One. Scott Mendelson came out, wrote an article, and said it's not catching Rogue One. Domestically, it's not going to happen, they don't think. It is a disaster. That is a disaster for Lucasfilm. It's a disaster at the box office. And you're going to get that one asshat come through the video and be like, oh, yeah, 972 million is the real disaster. It is when the movie should make $2 billion. That is, in fact, a disaster. Okay? Look, if they'd have gotten these stories right, and I've got a video coming out about some key changes they could have made in story over this sequel trilogy that I think everybody would have loved. Okay, it's going to make $17 million this weekend, 477.9 domestically by the end of Sunday. I mean, really? Good God, that's awful. Rogue One made $532 million domestically. It's going to struggle. It's going to struggle mightily to catch Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is the end game of Star Wars. That's right. It ended Star Wars. The choices made by Kathleen Kennedy in story, allowing Rian Johnson to make his movie. Look, I like JJ, but there was one fatal flaw with The Force Awakens. As much as I like the movie, there is. And then, of course, there's tons of flaws in the new movie. Bringing Palpatine back is a nightmare. The whole thing's a shit show now. They're not selling any merch. The Mandalorian has stomped a mud hole in the Rise of Skywalker's ass and then walked the sumbitch dry afterwards. It is what it is. You know, it's over. Kathleen Kennedy should be over. I know what you're thinking, but Rhodes, she made all this money, blah, blah, blah. Look, if they'd have done this right, instead of staring at roughly what, 4.25 or 4.5, they should be staring at 6 to 7 billion off of 3 films. Maybe more. Some in the community contend that if it was done right, this movie would have made $2.5 billion. I'm not so sure that's not accurate. You assassinate Luke, his character, you kill him off at the end of the second movie of the Skywalker saga. It's a black eye. If this doesn't get KK transitioned into a new role, which is what's going to happen. They're not going to fire her, by the way, but they'll transition her, move her over. Grace Randolph says that she believes that no matter who is moved into KK spot, Dave Filoni will be elevated to number 2. That's a good sign, okay? A clear-cut number 2, she believes. She still thinks it's Favreau. I don't know. That's who I'm hoping to, but we will see. colossal failure of epic proportions. The single greatest shit canning of the most powerful entertainment IP we've ever seen by Disney. They picked up Star Wars and they literally killed it. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.